Hi, everybody! Are you ready to do some math? Just kidding. I wasn't going to do it with this. I just found this down here and thought it was kind of scary looking. Anyways, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Today we're going to talk about how to find slope from tables and graphs and how to build that y equals mx plus b equation. Again, I believe we've talked about this before, but we're going to get into it. Don't forget, when you're looking at y equals mx plus b, the m part is a blank that you fill in with the slope. Okay, that's how much the graph goes up and over, or how much the numbers change in the y department. Remember, slope is change in y over change in x. So we're going to be talking about how much the y goes up by how much the x goes up. And then the very last part, and that's slope, the very last part is that y-intercept. That's where the graph hits the y-axis, or when in the table x is 0, you've got yourself a y-axis. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to build those equations for tables and graphs. Okay, so first off, you've got this table of values. Okay, and when you look at the x's and how much it goes up, okay, from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 and so on, like 3 to 5, that's a bigger jump, but 1 to 2, 2 to 3, that's going up 1 each time. That's your change in x, okay? That's what goes on the bottom of your slope, okay? And then here, your y from 2 to 7 and 7 to 12, see how that goes up plus 5 each time? Okay, well now we can start writing the y equals mx plus b for this table. We can start writing the equation. And in the equation, the y, the equals, and the x are always there. You put that down, you get half credit right there. Y equals, then we need the slope. Okay, we need to know this second part. This is our change in y down here, which is the top of slope, change in y, and that went up 5 times each one. And then we need the change in x underneath, which was just 1, like that. So y equals 5 over 1x, or 5x. And then the last part's a little tricky. We want to use the table to figure out what y is when x equals 0. So if we take this table one step back, right? See how I'm subtracting 1? It started at 1, but I went to 0. So if I started at 2 and went back, each of these went up 5. So here I go back 5 from 2. That's negative 3. So my y-intercept is minus 3. And that's my equation for that table. Try it on this one. Okay. Here's our table of values. We're going to build the y equals blank x blank, because we want the m and the b, right? The slope and the y-intercept. So we look here. Each time, how much is that x going up by? Can you tell? From 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, right? That means a 1 underneath. It's just going up plus 1. And then how much is this going up from 0.5, which is a half, to 1, to 1.5, to 2, right? That's going up 0.5 each time. So there's your slope, 0.5 over 1, 0.5 over 1, like that. So there's the slope. Now y-intercept, remember, you take it a step back. Here's my 0. If I go back, well, I got to go back 0.5 or minus 0.5. Here was minus 1. Here's minus 0.5. Well, 0.5 minus 0.5 just gives us 0. And that's its slope and y-intercept. Okay? So that's from tables. Now we got to be able to look at graphs. And I'm going to slide this over this way to get rid of that glare. Okay? So now we got to be able to look at graphs. And this is all in my PowerPoint on my website. I'm just trying to go over it with you here. So here we want to talk about a couple different things. Where do they cross? That's one part, okay? And it looks to me like they cross at 3, okay? This is the number of miles, and this is the total cost. So these are cab companies, okay? And that red cab company is on top of the purple cab company until 3 miles. So if you're doing a trip that's less than 3 miles, you wouldn't want to use the red cab company. You'd want to use the purple cab company. It's cheaper. But what about after 3 miles? Right, they switch. And then the purple cab company becomes more expensive, right? Okay. And that's the kind of stuff you're going to be doing on today's assignment, okay? Is just sort of comparing which company costs more or less. You've got 3 graphs on here, okay? 3 different companies that you're going to be answering questions about down here, okay? And then this table right here, you'll fill in based on these graphs, okay? And then you've got a couple more questions down here that you'll answer. Try and get through number 6 for Tuesday and Wednesday. And you're going to be writing and doing this on your own sheet. You don't have to turn it in until it's all done. But don't forget to do the exit quiz from the PowerPoint. And that is due on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay? Guys, good luck. Hopefully you can rewind this and look through it again and see if you have any questions. Peace.